right, good afternoon. Welcome to the Tullahoma Regional Planning Commission regular meeting for December 18th. Chairman Paul Schwer, and I'm calling this meeting to order. I will determine that we do have a quorum with all present except for Mr. Hall. So that's 6 present and 1 absent. And at this time, I'd like to ask everyone to rise and ask Ms. Bobby Wilson, or Alderman Bobby Wilson, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Wilson. Read and approve the minutes from the regularly scheduled meeting of the Planning Commission held on November 20th, 2023. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Move to approve.
Motion from Mr. Mayor Noes.
Second.
Second from Mr. Marvin Sellers. Any discussion? I'll call the vote. All in favor of the minutes as written? Aye. Aye. Opposed? Abstained? All right. Minutes are accepted 6-0. General public comments from items not on the agenda. If anyone from the public would like to come forward and speak, you are allotted 3 minutes for items in the purview of the Planning Commission, yet not on the agenda tonight. Please come forward at this time. All right, seeing none, I will moving on to reports from officers and staff. Mr. Rush.
I have none.
All right, we're moving along. No old business, new business. The subdivision plats, Pineview Estates minor final plat, and the Dameron subdivision minor final plat have been withdrawn by the applicant and will be brought up at a later time. So we were just going to we'll skip those. I think we can do that, or do we need a vote?
No, we don't have to do anything.
Okay, all right. Item zoning map amendment. This is a public hearing. ZMA 280, a request to rezone the property located at 600 East Deckard Street from C2 general commercial to C3 neighborhood commercial. The applicant is Christos Skavrakis and Daryl Gadden. I'd like to invite the applicant forward at this time to speak on that half if they're here. Sorry about your names. Just you requested for the zone. Just what are you requesting and why? Essentially,
we're requesting to change it to C3 status to do some duplexes or townhomes. We haven't actually decided on which route we're going to go. We feel it would be a good spot for that to break up the commercial that's on one side and the residential to the other.
All right, thank you. If we have any more questions for you, we'll call you back. Again, this is a public hearing, so I'll open the public hearing for anyone from the public that would like to address this the rezoning request. Seeing none, I will close the public hearing and move on to staff report. Mr. Rush.
Yes, we're going from C2 to neighborhood commercial. C3 future land use highlights this area as R2 residential. It's 0.45 acres. It's 100 foot of road frontage on East Deckard. Staff recommends send a favorable based on the findings of fact on page 13 of your packets.
All right, thank you, Mr. Rush. At this time, do I have a motion for the approval of the rezoning request?
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
I recommend approval, actually.
Okay. Well, so pause for a second. Based on feedback from last meeting, it's motion to approve with findings in fact in the staff report, or what was our advice on that, Mr. Worsham?
I think it's good how we did it before.
Findings of fact for rezoning.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
But we're just recommending approval to the Board of Mayor and Alderman.
Oh, yes, that's true. Okay. Thank you. All right. A motion from Mr. Comer. Second. Second from Mr. Sellers. Any discussion on the rezoning? Seeing none, I'll call the vote. All in favor to send a favorable recommendation to the Board of Mayor and Aldermen for ZMA 280. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Motion passes 6-0. Comer, Sellers. All right, and that concludes the agenda for the Planning Commission. So at this time, we're adjourned from the Planning Commission, and we will call to order the Board of Zoning Appeals regular meeting for December 18th. Read and approve the minutes of November 20th, 2023 meeting. The minutes are in your packet. Do I have a motion to accept the minutes?
Move to approve.
Motion from Mr. Noes, or Mayor Noes. Second from Alderman Wilson. Any discussion? Seeing none, call the vote. All in favor? Aye. Aye. Opposed? Abstained? All right, minutes passed 6-0. Seeing no new business, we are adjourned. Thank you. Have a good night, and Merry Christmas.
The next meeting will be on Tuesday.
Oh, yes, the next meeting will be on Tuesday.